You know, he sets up his combinations. He'll start with the jab, a right hand that doesn't quite get there, and then that left hook that strayed just a little low. But the next one, perfectly legal and just a devastating body shot. Oh, I mean, that's a lot of leverage to get on a body shot, and he is doing so well on the inside with these kind of combinations. And a young man watching in the crowd who we saw win a Super Bantamweight Championship, we saw him win the Bantamweight tournament, Abner Mares.
So Abner Mares watching. Clemente Medina, Santa Cruz's cut man, also trains Abner Mares. We recently saw Abner continues his maturation. Who will be his next opponent is the big question.
Now up at Super Bantam, and we're waiting to see what he will do next, but he's obviously a young man who's very, very talented. And people are paying attention to these smaller weight classes, aren't they, Gus? And they should.
No doubt about it. 12th. This fight scheduled for 12 rounds. We're in the 8th for the vacant IBF World Championship.
Watch your heads.
If Santa Cruz is setting a pace punching that's ridiculous, he threw 119 punches in the last round, and he landed 42. That's a very good percentage. Malinga threw 69, which is a lot, but only landed 11. When you throw 69 punches and you're outpunched by about 40, that's astonishing. You know what? I like that tweet. Sick body shots. Correct. And you know, in the midst of all this, Gus, on top of everything else, Santa Cruz has shown us a pretty good jab. Most of the time he's been working on the inside like this, but he's jabbed his way in when he's needed to. I don't know what you could find to criticize about Santa Cruz's performance. It has just been superb against a very good fighter.
Malinga has definitely been the gamed opponent, tough in there. But Santa Cruz showing great body work, and that'll back up Malinga. He's hurt. Santa Cruz with the right hook to the body, backs up Vusi. Malinga. Now Santa Cruz still working the midsection of the 32-year-old. Once again with the right hand downstairs.
How could Santa Cruz ever make a bad fight, right? I mean, not possible. That makes him, I think, a marketable fighter, and he clearly is skilled. And look at what he's doing to Malinga, who is no pushover. And Malinga's toughness is extraordinary.
Left hook, right hand, stiff jab by Santa Cruz. 24 seconds remaining in the 8th, scheduled for 12. Leo Santa Cruz looking for his first world title at the age of 23 years old.
Tomorrow, when Vusi Malinga wakes up, he's going to be very sore in the body. Tremendous body work, obviously, by Santa Cruz. We talked about that was the one that really hurt him in the last round. And at that juncture, you kind of thought Santa Cruz might have been able to put him down or maybe even stop this fight. But Malinga is so
determined,
tough, and filled with so much grit and determination that he just couldn't get to him. And, you know, we should point out that with all the praise we're giving Santa Cruz, Malinga has made his job a little easier by not giving him any lateral movement. So he's standing right in the pocket, and that's helping Santa Cruz.
Yes.
We're set for the 9th round, scheduled for 12 for the vacant IBF World Championship. And so far, Leo Santa Cruz, 23 years old, 19-0-1 in the red, white, and blue trunks has been dominant. His body work superb as he takes on 32-year-old South African Vusi Malinga.
We talked about the body work in the last round. 36 punches connected by Santa Cruz, 20 were body punches. That's pretty extraordinary.
And the left hook has been a weapon for Leo Santa Cruz on this evening. There's a looping right hand. Flush on the chin by Santa Cruz. Uppercut, left hook, goes downstairs behind the elbow with the right hand. Talented kid.
Yeah, he's putting on a clinic of aggressive fighting, but smart fighting. Great combination punching, good defense. His technique is much better than on any of the tapes I saw, even though he looked good on those videos.
And right now for Malinga, not a lot on his punches, even though he remains close, trading shots with Leo Santa Cruz.
Throwing a lot of arm punches, and I'm sure that all this punishment has taken a toll on him.
1:34 remaining in the 9th round. The IBF World Championship. Leo Santa Cruz, the 23-year-old, told us that he's a year early. He didn't think he would get a world championship shot right now, but he's ready, and he's showing that he is.
Tonight, I think he's pretty much right on time, at least for this particular title against this particular opponent.
Short left hook connecting by Santa Cruz. There's another left hook. Trying to rip with the uppercut. Barely missing. Ooh, another left hook. Santa Cruz so accurate, an accurate puncher tonight. Not a big power puncher, but as they say, sometimes if you're accurate, it's just as effective.
He's a volume puncher, and he's got 11 knockouts, but they don't come from a single punch. They come from a culmination of punches. And we can see that, he puts so much together and hurts you so often that eventually you crumble.
Showing his defense on that sequence, rolling.
It would be nice to see Malinga just show him any kind of movement. I mean, I think Malinga's not a giant mover in the ring, but just some angles would help him against Santa Cruz.
Six seconds remaining in the 9th, scheduled for 12. Leo Santa Cruz dominating. Also with another dominant young fighter, our Jim Gray is standing by with Abner Mares.
Exactly right, Gus. Abner, we've seen you fight several times now, championship fights, and carrying that title. What do you think of what you're seeing in this fight right here?
So far, it's really exciting fight. They're going back and forth, throwing great punches. So far, I see Leo Santa Cruz landing the more clean punches. To my point, it's a great fight. I mean, it feels great, knowing that I once had that title, but now, we're at a different weight class.
What are you going to do next? That's what everybody wants to know. What's on your plate, your next fight?
Well, we're waiting right now. It looks like August 18th right now. I definitely asked for a fight in Mexico for Golden Boy. I want to fight it for my country. I want to fight out there, and hopefully in Guadalajara, Jalisco.
And if not, possibly September 15th, if that doesn't go through?
Hopefully you put me on, on September 15th.
All right. Great to see you, Abner. We look forward to your next fight.
Thank you so much.
All right, Gus, back to you.
And thank you very much, Jim. I tell you what, Abner Mares, over the last few fights, he has fought some of the top men in his weight class. He's moved up, but, there was Ekbeko, Yanni Perez, Vic Darchinyan.
It's running the gauntlet. And now, of course, he wants to go back to Mexico. He's a young man who grew up not far from here in California, but spent time in Mexico as a young man and fought for the Mexican national team. So that's why he wants to go back to that country and defend his title.
Moved up in weight, just defeated Eric Morrell for his second world title. Abner Mares. Someone that we will be hearing a lot from in the near future, and maybe this young man as well, Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah, this 23-year-old is making a statement. I liked what Abner said about, this fight, pointing out not just that Leo Santa Cruz is doing well, but that it is a very give and take, entertaining fight, and that Malinga is showing such grit in there.
And with all the punishment Malinga has taken, are you surprised that he's still hanging in there?
You know, only Hasegawa has stopped him. And Hasegawa is a big puncher, and it came early in the fight, and he caught him kind of cold. So he's not a fighter that's easy to get out of there, but still, this is an enormous amount of punishment to be taking. Remember, as I pointed out, Santa Cruz has never gone 12 rounds. But, man, he's not slowing his pace at all. And Malinga is undefeated at 4-0 over the 12-round period. But that is likely to change tonight unless something changes here dramatically.
Malinga, a former two-time international bantamweight champ, defended his title 4 times, ranked number 1 in the IBF's 118-pound division. Santa Cruz ranked number 4 at 118 in the IBF.
Santa Cruz now throwing some uppercuts from back far away, and Malinga countering him. So that's been the only teensy-weensy chink in his armor that I could even envision seeing.
But Malinga, his hand speed really slowing down right now. 32 years old, inactive for most of his career, especially over the last 5 years.
Boxing, politics, and business getting in the way a little bit there, and he missed out on some opportunities, and at 32 thought this would be a big one for him. So far, not so good.
3 seconds remaining in the 10th.
Yeah, put for the bread. Vusi, he has a little bit of you. Charlie right here for the swings. Straight so.
Well, this has been the recurring theme on the inside. Leo Santa Cruz dishing out punishment and in combination. That was a 3-punch combination, and they're creative combinations too. And it's just been tough on Malinga.
Going fine, nice and relaxed. There's 2 more rounds.